Hey, what's up guys, Tony here, and we are playing some MLB 12 Road to the Show with Tony Miller. And look at this, it's Interleague. You can see it's the 16th of May. Right now my record is 6-0. Excuse me. And I'm trying to make it 7-0. It's been kind of tough because the last game, I actually had a great outing. Game before that, not so good. And so I'm on this perfect record right now. I love to keep it that way. And this is the first time I'm going to actually have to hit in the National League. I'm going to have to, first time in my career, I'm going to have to hit. So this is going to be interesting. So let's get started. Ooh, I probably should have warmed up. Whatever. Oh. Actually, he got traded to the Red Sox, I believe. Where did he? No, where did he go? He went somewhere. Covering first, get the ball to me. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So in my last commentary, excuse me, I had a topic that I wanted to cover, but I wanted to wait until I had a baseball video to do it. Ooh, shit. Yeah, I missed that one pretty bad. And that's Steven Strasburg and the Nationals. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you can hear my fans behind me, but it's pretty damn hot here right now. Tell you a quick story. I went to Temecula today to go meet a friend for lunch and go see the Bourne Legacy, and it was like 102 up in Temecula, and I live in Vista, and it was probably in the 80s. So when I was coming back home, I was like seriously happy. Oh shit, he's probably gonna want me to bunt. Yeah, I was seriously happy to get back to 80-degree weather. It was funny. Should I swing away? I kind of want to swing away. Oh, 1 for 1 for my career with an RBI. Awesome. Take that, coach. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, by the way, not last game but the game before, I picked up a cutter, and it came in handy because having a 3-pitch repertoire was getting me into a lot of trouble, because with a cutter you can use that pitch to come in on righties, or actually lefties too, or you could, ooh, looks like the catcher didn't want to catch that. Or you could backdoor lefties with that. But what we're going to do right now is I'm going to throw it to the other side of the plate. Ah, damn it. Away on a righty. And you can get him to chase, hopefully. And then what you can do is you can follow it up with a normal 4-seam fastball like that and get him to chase. So anyways, Steven Strasburg. If you guys been around and been watching, you know, Sports Center and say Baseball Tonight, oh no, you'll know, shit, you'll know that the Nationals are gonna put an inning cap on Strasburg for the season, and the rumor mill is that it's gonna be around 180 innings. And I've heard a number of analysts and former players discussing this idea of shutting him down, especially with the especially because the Nationals are very much in the hunt for the playoffs. I mean, they're leading the National League East, and they're more than likely going to win the division, and they'll be in the playoffs. And so the idea is I think he's up to like 153, 154 innings right now for the season. So they're saying he's got maybe 2 or 3 starts left in him. So that puts him into September, and being shut down in September with no starts in October at all. And he'll be done. He'll be done for the year. And to explain the Nationals' rationale, because, you know, a lot of people don't seem to understand what's going on, basically what they're doing is they understand that they have this opportunity to win this season, to go to the World Series and potentially win the series, but their long-term goal is to not only be competitive this year, and but they want to be competitive next year and the year after and the year after, and you know, for all intents and purposes, build a dynasty. And nobody can fault an organization for wanting to do that, especially when they've got a pitcher like Strasburg, who could potentially be the best pitcher, you know, that Major League Baseball has ever seen, because he's just got electric stuff. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He is a fantastic pitcher, and he's so young, and his strikeout ratio is fantastic. He's a stud. So you can't really blame the Nationals for wanting to go ahead and shut him down. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, first of all, I want to know, and I meant to explain myself in my last video and tell you my point of view, but I failed to. So what I want to do is I want to pose a question, and then I want to tell you how I feel about it. So, one for one. Let's see if I can keep this 1,000 batting average to myself. Ooh, damn. So my question is this: do you agree with the Nationals shutting down Strasburg at about 180 innings, or do you think that because they're in first place, because they're in a position to make the playoffs and potentially go to the World Series, do you feel that his arm is worth the gamble? The gamble this season to get the World Series and win is worth it compared to or versus the potential for him to be pitching, you know, for years and years to come. So in the comment section, let me know if you think that the Nationals are doing the right thing, or do you think that the Nationals are making a big mistake by shutting them down here in September? My personal feelings about this: I don't entirely disagree with the idea of limiting younger pitchers, especially guys like Strasburg, you know, who you've invested a fair amount of money in. So I don't really disagree with that. I think that's a wise choice. Usually, how it usually goes is they restrict the innings to, say, 200. You know, they really watch the amount of innings that these guys are pitching. Here's the thing, though, is that yes, he's coming off of Tommy John surgery from last year, and so he had arm problems right about, I think it was like the 150 inning mark. So everyone is sort of afraid that if he gets up and beyond the 150 inning mark, then potentially he could strain and destroy his arm again and have to have surgery. But what I think, and this is some of the stats they put up on SportsCenter, is they were referring to the pitch counts that he has after the 7th inning, and he's got less than 100 pitches when he goes over 7 innings pitched in a game. So basically, throughout the entire season, after the 7th inning, they're counting the pitch count after the 7th inning, he has less than 100 pitches, where some guys have 500 pitches. So basically, some of these analysts are going, you know what? His arm is in great shape. Did that guy just shit? So his arm is in great shape. They don't think that the 180 inning mark is like one that they should be rigid about. That should not be like the end, like, okay, 180 innings, you're done. So the point of me bringing that up is that if these guys are saying, like, hey, look, you know what, especially guys like Kurt Schilling and Hershiser are talking about, hey, you know what, I don't think this is the smartest move for the Nationals. I got to take what they have to say, and I don't take it with a grain of salt. I take it very heavily because these guys have been around the block. They're major league pitchers, World Series caliber pitchers. You know, Oral Hershiser was with the Indians when he went to the series. He was with the Dodgers for a number of years. Kurt Schilling obviously was with the Diamondbacks. Well, the Phillies, the Diamondbacks, and the Red Sox, of course, very famously for the Red Sox. So I take that what they have to say and I sort of run with it. But I have a compromise for Washington. I think an idea is to limit the number of innings, but not necessarily like shut them down after 180 innings. I think the best thing to do, to be honest, is to go ahead and limit his innings to either 5 or 6 per game for the rest of the year. Just let him get his work in, 5 or 6 innings. Maybe tell him to, you know, shit. He stroked the hell out of that pitch. Maybe tell him to throw about 80% game speed. You know, I mean, the Nationals want to win. I mean, this is a time where they want to win, and they've got a guy that they can pretty much, no, I don't want to say guarantee. Well, they can pretty much guarantee that he's going to get a quality start. Ooh, damn. So, I don't know what his record is right now. Maybe 14. No, I think that's Weaver's record, 14-3 or something, 15-3, something like that. Anyways, I don't know what his record is, but this guy is a potential 20-game winner. I understand the fact that they want to keep a 20-game winner healthy on their staff for years to come. And there's nothing wrong with building a guy's arm strength. I just think instead of shutting him down and keeping him out of the World Series or out of the postseason, that's a mistake. Because you know he's going to pitch at least twice in the playoffs. Actually, I should say maybe 3 times in the playoffs, and then once, maybe even twice in the World Series. And those are, when he's on the mound, those are not guaranteed wins. There's no such thing as a guaranteed win, but your odds go up when he's pitching, especially if he's on his A game. And you take a guy like Strasburg, and you know he wants to play. I mean, there's no doubt about it. This guy's, he's a gamer. He's going to want to play, and it seems foolish, you know? And I'm not trying to bash, I'm not trying to say that the Nationals, what they're doing, like, if what they're doing is obviously what they're doing is not short-sighted, but I don't think there's anything wrong with looking at, hey, look, we're in a great position to win now, so why the hell not win now? So, anyways, that's kind of my, ooh, nice pitch, got him. That's my spiel about Strasburg, and I'm actually very interested to see what you guys have to say about this whole situation, because the way that they're presenting it, and they presented it on SportsCenter, is that that the Nationals right now are setting a precedent for future pitchers and future organizations to what to do with their top talent. Not only that looked really close. That probably should have been a strike. Not only with, say, pitching, but maybe position players like catchers and stuff. You know, you see a lot of guys now. You'll have a 2-catcher sort of rotation. You know, the starting catcher might catch 4 games in a row, and then the backup catches a game, and then you got another 4 days or so or longer. You know, and then they'll try to save the knees of their starting catcher, which I think is a damn good idea. So there's nothing new about it. I mean, there's nothing new about trying to prolong a guy's career anyways, because these guys, when you think about it, the business of baseball is they're investing a lot of money into a guy that is supposed to be around for a very long time. So there's nothing wrong with, you know, and I hate to make players sound like investments, but there's nothing wrong with organizations protecting their investments, because they've been doing that for years. They've been limiting the amount of innings guys pitch, you know, for years. I remember when Latos was with the Padres, I've thrown a lot of fastballs, I just noticed. When Latos was with the Padres, his first big league season, they didn't want him throwing any more than, you know, 200 innings. You know, that was sort of the limit. And I think he threw like 220 his first big league season, and you could tell when he ran out of gas. He just didn't have the stamina. I think it was in September. In September, he lost like 5 games straight or something like that. And you could just tell that that guy was just, oh goddamn, out of gas. Shoot. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw or not, and I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but oh, okay, my Padres, they're playing pretty good right now. I'm very excited, and I hate to be like, ooh, 1, I missed location. 2, that looked like a pretty good pitch. I hate to be the guy that's like, I can't wait for next season, because this season is still here, and I'm going to definitely enjoy Padres baseball while it's still here. The thing, though, is the way the Padres are playing. And the young talent that we have, and guys like Chase Headley right now, he was named National League Player of the Week, which is a pretty high honor. I mean, the best player in the National League for the week. That's pretty fantastic. Anyways, the thing is I'm really happy with the youth that we have right now, and they seem like they're coming around, right? And if this is a good indication for oh, look at that, 2 for 3. Oh god, it's taking forever to get to the but if this is a good indication of where the Padres are going, I'm excited. I'm really excited because we've got a group of really talented young players who will more than likely be around for, that's a strike right there, for years to come, as long as Padre ownership decides not to trade them away. That's kind of like the thing. The one thing I know we need to shore up is our starting rotation. We've got a lot of guys who either comeback kids or they're just really young. You know, for a long time we had a great bullpen, and our entire team's kind of torn to shreds. We lost Houston Street to the DL recently. Oh, get dirty over there, fielder. Yeah, anyways, so I mean, with every team you're gonna have injuries and stuff, but it's just one of those things. So I'm really, really excited to see where Padres baseball goes in 2013 because of the fact that these guys are playing so well. I mean, we took 2 out of 3 from the Pirates. Right now we're split with the Braves, and these aren't like 2-1 ball games like I'm used to seeing from the Padres. These guys are putting up some serious runs, and it's nice to see that run support because that wasn't there last season. It was just run support last season was a joke. So to see an offensive Padres team, oh gosh, it's super nice. So oh yeah, and I guess I'll address this question now that since I'm thinking about it. Ooh, nice. The idea that who is Batista? Somebody was asking me about Jose Batista out in Toronto. Do I think he's a clean player? Yeah, I think he's a clean player. I don't with the drug testing standards that Major League Baseball has in place now, I'm pretty sure a majority of these players are clean now. I mean, a clear indication is just the sheer drop in offensive output. I mean, batting averages are down, home runs are down, and I know in that last video I was talking about how taking steroids does not equal, more home runs or more base hits. I mean, if someone is a little stronger and they hit the ball not on the sweet spot in a place that might otherwise be an out, and they're strong enough to be able to push, hit the ball and just force it in the outfield and dump it out there for a base hit, yeah, I guess then you've got a valid point about steroids affecting batting average because you're hitting the ball harder, you're a little bit stronger. They're not really letting anything go by, are they? So Jose Batista, I think he's a clean player. I think the majority of you guys now are relatively clean. So there's not much I really can say about that. And the other thing is the question I had with the A-Rod situation. Somebody in the comment section, somebody in the comment section was telling me that, or put in there in that the Hall of Fame committee, if anyone is caught or says they use performance-enhancing drugs, then they're automatically out of the Hall of Fame. And so his point is like, I don't think the Hall of Fame committee is going to be changing its mind anytime soon. And that's not my thing. Is I don't think that there should be a rally call for people to overturn this decision. It's just more of like a fun little, hey, let's just think about this. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm pitching in the bottom of the 8th. Just one of those fun things to think about, Uh-oh, no. Oh, wow, he's playing way in like a little leaguer. You're like, oh, he's not going to hit it that far out there. I guess that's what happens when your power is like, oh, well, why the hell did I get another at-bat? Oh, you ruined my career batting average. There we go, 7-0. Let's see how I did. Oh, god damn. So, better than 1 whip. Struck out 2 earned runs, no walks. I mean, it's a good, solid outing for me. It wasn't, it wasn't like a 10 strikeout game like I was kind of hoping for. These guys were just all over that. But let's see what I do with some performance points here. We've got pitching clutch and walks per 9. So let's do 51. Oops, 50, I guess. And then walks per 9. I'm going to dump everything else in there and then work on the rest later. Hey, look at that. Halfway there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you later.